prep the skin. For Selena, I already have some moisturizer already because I didn't want her to sit
skin
with bare
texture.
face with no moisturizer on. So now the next step, I'm going to use some primer on Selena. For those who love primer, I recommend use the matte primer on the T-zone area. That way we have a lot of shine naturally. And then the rest of the face, I usually use a little bit of illuminating primer.
Which is so pretty.
If you have dry skin, you can use illuminated primer all over. But if you naturally have some shine on the T-zone, I recommend use the matte in this area. You can use finger, brush, or anything you like.
I feel like fingers work better with me.
Yeah, a lot of time, yeah.
I love the way product melts onto my skin.
Yeah.
Better when it's through fingers.
I think you work great with finger because you're able to play with the product, the texture.
Yeah. Now, are you putting on the illuminating?
Yeah, I use it mostly around here where I want a lot of radiance. Just so you know, we spent almost 10 hours already today shooting, and I abused her skin a lot with many different looks. So she was very kind that actually sit after the shoot and do this video for you.
Well, because I wanted to do a video with you for like ever.
I know, that's all the question all the time, all the fan wanna know. Yes.
I've been waiting for this one.
For foundation and concealer, I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation and concealer in shade 150C.
My complexion changes all the time. So you're really good at helping me pick out the right colors in my foundation. Because I feel like maybe I have, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because you're looking at my face all the time, but it's sometimes really
pale, and sometimes it's have naturally color. Your skin change color quite a bit though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
basically, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Most people, they tend to have more like paler skin in the winter, and then in the summer, even you wear sunscreen, you still have a little of the color, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that the best way is that maybe you can try to have like 2 different shades of foundation, and you can just mix them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
For Selena today, I'm using the foundation sponge, and the best way the foundation sponge is you can do like this motion, is you get very sheer, you get more coverage if you do like this. And for this foundation, it is medium to full beautiful coverage, and it's up to you how much you want to cover, and it does give you a very natural finish.
I have lupus, which is an autoimmune disease where, I can't spend a lot of time in the sun. When I break out, I get hives all over my body. And so what I love about knowing my shades for when I'm a little bit more pale, and then I know my shades for when I'll get a spray tan, or something.
She's so
outside.
humble.
So it's actually really nice to have 2 different options of the foundation.
For concealer, Selena have amazing skin. I'm only gonna put under the eye area.
Thank you.
And around the nose.
Yeah, around my nose is usually where I get a lot of redness.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
I think most people have the color discoloration around there and around the mouth here for some reason, yeah. But you have just mostly those parts. Usually that's where I use the concealer.
I think one of my insecurities would definitely have to be my under eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because when I do what I do and I love it, but you kind of look at yourself a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like even though I don't, I know that I know I'm in my way beautiful, but with my insecurities, I tend to cater to those areas on my face. And what I love about our concealer is that I can put as much as I want and it feels like my skin and it just melts.
Both the foundation and concealer does have a very nice natural texture, which
Yeah.
like you still feel like your skin. But I think it's great. As you can see that's all, I just put under the eye. Selena have amazing bone structure and everything, but on camera, I always like to do slightly shading. I don't want to call contour because it sounds really heavy, and I think the shape some people they don't need it. But because she be on camera a lot, so that's why the light blow out everything, and I usually like to bring back the shading of the cheekbone and everything with a little bit bronzing cream. And the way I do, just a little bit around the jawline, the cheekbone, and around the hairline. Yeah.
My fault.
No? To set the eye makeup, I'm using a little bit of translucent powder for under the eye and the T-zone area. I also gonna use
This is nice for round faces
just to set
like
the
Selena.
contour area. For the first look I'm going to do today, I'm gonna do more an easy summer look, which is Selena who usually would do herself, and she's very good herself at home. It's something
Sometimes
that she would enjoy to do. And I'm gonna use, for the color part, I would only use one cream shadow on the eyelid, one lip balm gloss, and then one moussey blush. This is like a cream blush, but it's more like a melting blush. It's more like a moussey texture.
just gotta get it straight, huh?
I'm going to do the blush first. So I'm gonna do with a brush. You can use the finger as well. And basically, as little as you want, as much as you want, because this product is very beautiful and it gives you more matte finish instead of dewy, so you can actually build it up really well. You can see the difference right here.
This was one of my favorite things to incorporate into the line.
Yeah.
Because the texture feels so good.
Yes.
But it feels so light. So when you use your fingertips, which is something I do a lot of, I always tend to start with a little dot and just kind of go in a circular motion. But it looks cute.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
No, we're still doing the blush.
We're still doing the blush.
So the way you see that, depend on the look you're trying to do. I generally like the blush a little higher on the higher cheekbone here. I think it gives the face a little lift. If you want more sweet, innocent look, you can do more around the cheek area here.
Yeah, when you taught me that, it really changed the game for me.
Perfect. I'm gonna do the lips next before I go to the eye and the eyebrow. This is the color I'm using.
Is it nearly
rose? Yeah.
Nearly rose.
You can use as much as you like or as little you like. This lip gloss balm have amazing applicator here. You can apply directly. I like to use this one really precisely along the lip line area, because a lot of time when you wear this, it looks way more prettier when you don't use lip liner.
I agree.
Yeah. And for those who still want really full lips without using lip liner, I have a little tip for you. I use a little, what you call this one is like the applicator, and I go right on top of this where your natural lip line, and you create that volume without looking overline the lip at all. Because you're not overline, you just create that illusion of the fuller lips. Yeah.
And what's great about our applicator is that in the middle, there's actually a little pocket that holds in more of the gloss.